Do you smell that?
Of what?
Fantasy basketball season is right around the corner, and in order for you to prepare, you need to know where to draft players. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the top 100 based on ESPN's most recent points league rankings. We believe every NBA fan that plays fantasy football should also play fantasy basketball. So we're going to jump right into it. These were released on September 17th, so they're pretty fresh. If you're watching this in October, whenever, they'll still be relevant. But if you want to, you can go to ESPN to see if they updated these rankings. So when I do these rankings videos, I typically start from the top at 1 and move on down. If you guys want us to reverse that joint, please let me know in the comments. But before we start, I have one more thing to share. If we can get 100 likes on this episode, I will give away this Michael Jordan card, right? So we're going to give away this Michael Jordan card to the person watching that we pick randomly. So all you have to do to be eligible is like the video, drop a comment below, and then you'll be eligible to win this card. So let's go ahead and jump into number one. Number one is Nikola Jokic. That is no surprise. I believe that the top three for fantasy basketball are Wemby, Jokic, as well as Luka Doncic, especially for points leagues, definitely for points leagues, but it looks like ESPN has it a little different. So they started off with the Joker. Number 2 is Luka. I'm not mad at this one. This one caught me off guard. They got SGA at 3. For me, it makes sense. I'm not against it. He's not in my top 3, but I totally understand. And then the man who will break fantasy basketball, Victor Wembanyama at 4. I do not agree with that. I think that is not a good look. Last season, Victor Wembanyama in ESPN points leagues finished at 7. So I could see why maybe based on last year's production, you would consider that he would be the 4th best fantasy basketball player for points leagues. But think about this. Chris Paul is going to be there. He's going to have the point guard dishing him the rock. I think he's going to be the number 1 player in fantasy basketball in all formats. I don't care if you play in points leagues, roto, 9-cat, 20-cat, 8-cat, 7-cat. You daggone scaredy cat. Your man is going to be number 1. Then we got number 5, Giannis Antetokounmpo. I am not mad at that at all. Then we have at number 6, Domantas Sabonis. That's a little high for me, but I understand it. I definitely would consider having a player like Anthony Davis higher than Domantas Sabonis, but it just says how valuable those double-doubles are. And Domantas Sabonis is a double-double machine, 20 and 10 all day, every day, and tomorrow. Last season, he averaged 19.4 points per game and 13.7 rebounds per game last season. And I'll also add that he is a model of consistency and durability, playing 82 games last season. Is that right? Goodness gracious, that's crazy. 82 games? What is he made of? Daggone vibranium? Come on, man. Top is off, boobies is out, hair blowing in the wind. After Sabonis, we have Tyrese Halliburton at 7. I'm not mad at that. A little high for my taste, but I could see why. Joel Embiid at 8. Now, I'm okay with this. I think that people really have Joel a lot higher. For me, I think he should be in this area, in this like back end of the first round, just on the strength of his durability issues. So now he was the number 1 player on a per game basis for points leagues in ESPN last year, but he only played 39 games. He did average 34.7 points per game, 11 rebounds, 5.6 assists, 1.2 steals, 1.7 blocks. You can smell it, but you know what I mean? Will he actually be able to bring it to fruition for a full season? So I'm out on Joel Embiid. I am not drafting him unless he falls down to me in the 2nd round. Then we have Jason Tatum at the 9th, Anthony Edwards at the 10th, Anthony Davis at the 11th. I think that is way too low for Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis finished 6th in ESPN points leagues last year, averaging 24.7 points per game, 12.6 rebounds per game. I don't give a shit, Sue Puppy. Like, I am drafting him at least in the top 6. for me, probably top 5 right now. But I think AD can stay healthy. Last year, he played 76 games, which was remarkable for a player who has developed a reputation of being a man made of glass, porcelain knees and elbows. But look at him now. He had a healthy season. So you're only injury prone until you're not injury prone. And your man right now is definitely a value, especially if you're drafting in an ESPN league. At 12, we got Ja Morant. I am out on Ja Morant. I just have too many concerns, and it's not about health. It's just about decision making. And I want him to win. I want him to do well, but I just have no faith. And then we're going to start with the Jalen's. We got a lot of Jalen's, y'all. I just did an episode about Jalen's. If you're just tuning in, don't forget you can win this Michael Jordan card. All you have to do is like the video and drop a comment. If we get to 100 comments, we'll give that away. We got so many Jalen's in the NBA. If you are having a child in 2024 and you want your child to go to the NBA, baby, name him Jalen. Jalen Brunson at 13, yes. Donovan Mitchell at 14, yes. LeBron James at 15, I think LeBron should be higher. I think LeBron can go at the back end of the first round. And then Trae Young at 16. Oh, baby, that's a deal. I'm taking Trae Young in the first round. I don't give a shih tzu puppy. He finished at 11 for ESPN leagues last year, averaging 25.3 points per game and 10.6 assists. Let that sink in. It just hits different, y'all, especially with DeJounte Murray leaving town. I think Trae Young is going to he's going to finish top 10 this year. So grabbing him at 16, I think is a steal. I would even go as early as 7 or 8 for him because I really believe he's going to have a big year. At number 17, De'Aaron Fox, yes. Devin Booker at 18. Last year for points leagues, he finished at 18, so that's about right. Scotty Barnes at 19, Pascal Siakam at 20, KD at 21. Many are lower on KD than we've been across the fantasy basketball industry. For points leagues, I still think he has some value. I'm okay with drafting him in this range. Last year, he finished at 20 with 27.1 points per game, 6.6 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. He also chipped in with, it looks like, about a block a game. 1.2 blocks per game. So that's good. After KD, we have Steph Curry at 22. That's where I'm seeing him go in mock drafts in that mid-25 range. 23, Tyrese Maxey. 24, Alperen Şengün. Super high on Şengün this year. 25, James Harden. Oh, baby. Now, James Harden didn't have the best points league year last year. I believe, if I can pull him up really quick. Okay, so for points leagues, according to me entering in the scoring system on #basketball, you can do it yourself. For last year's stats, for points leagues, James Harden finished at 12, which is a little crazy to me. I didn't expect that. So he finished at 12. That's 16.6 points per game, 5.1 rebounds, 8.5 assists, 1.1 steals, and 0.8 blocks. Please note that on ESPN, steals are worth 4 points, blocks are worth 4 points, assists are worth 2 points, as opposed to Yahoo, where assists are worth 1.5 and blocks and steals are worth 3. So he finished at 12 last year, and they got him here at 25. So for me, I think James Harden is definitely somebody I'm eyeing at the top of the second. I don't know if I'll grab him in the first. So interesting that we pull that up. 26, LaMelo Ball. 27, Cade Cunningham. 28, Paolo Banchero. 29, Damian Lillard. The man is just overdue for a breakout. He's not looked at the same, and this is a first-round guy. I think Damian's going to have a great year. Nikola Vucevic, I am out on Vucevic. Chet Holmgren at 31. I think that is a deal. DeJounte Murray at 32. Bam Adebayo at 33. DeMar DeRozan, a.k.a. Not Like Us, at 34. Kyrie Irving at 35. Another Jalen, at 37. Jaylen Brown, that is. Then we got Jalen Green at 38. That is way too high for Jalen Green. That is not okay. I am not okay with that. I don't see where the path for that even exists. I don't know why they have him so high for ESPN points leagues. That's a little wild to me. I don't know. Jaren Jackson, my apologies. Desmond Bane at 39. I really like Desmond Bane this year. Lauri Markkanen at 40. Kawhi Leonard at 41. Okay, I think that's about right. I am not messing with Kawhi Leonard. So to see him going lower, that warms my heart. I had my heart broken too many times, man. Last season, he finished at 27, and he played 68 games last year, which is really good. Averaged 23.7 points per game, 6.1 rebounds. So he had a good season, but I have no faith. 41, Jamal Murray. 43, Jaren Jackson Jr. 44, Kobe White. Ouch, that is high. 45, Jalen Williams, another Jalen. I love Jalen Williams this season. I am all in on that. That is tons of value. At 45, man, that's crazy. I think he's going to do well. Last year, he finished at 59, according to ESPN Points League rankings. 19.1 points per game, 4 rebounds, 4.5 assists. The man can distribute the rock. I love Jalen Williams. 46, Miles Bridges. I don't love him as much. 47, D'Angelo Russell. I think that's a little high for D'Lo. 48, Karl Anthony Towns. I think that is a daggone steal, even though he only produced at number 55 for points leagues last year. I still think I have faith that he can bounce back. 49, one of the most consistent players in fantasy basketball, Fred VanVleet. One of my favorite players at 50, Jalen Johnson. The glaze is otherworldly. Man, I love Jalen Johnson. At 51, Paul George. Yes. Rudy Gobert at 52. Maybe. 53, Jonas Valanciunas. Heck to the nah. 54, Nick Claxton. 55, Emmanuel Quickley. 56, Derek White. 57, Miles Turner. 58, Kyle Kuzma. 59, Julius Randle. That is a crazy value. He should not be that low for a points league. I am so sorry, people. That is not it. What in tarnations? Now, I know he was banged up last year, but geez Louise, he wasn't banged up like that. He finished at 47 last year, only played 46 games, averaged 24 points a game, 9.2 rebounds, 5 assists, half a steal. Come on, man. Like, that's crazy talk. I'm grabbing Julius Randle. At 60, Jarrett Allen. 61, Anthony Simons. 62, Kristaps Porzingis. I am staying far away from KP. 63, Jimmy Butler. I'm out on Jimmy Butler. 64, Cam Thomas. Yes. 65, Franz Wagner. Yes. 66, my man, Evan Mobley. I think that is also a deal. Jeez Louise, man. I love that. Let me see. Evan Mobley finished at 40 last year. Only played 50 games, so that is a concern. 15.7 points, 9.4 rebounds. Almost a double-double machine there. 67, Darius Garland. I like that. 68, Dan Gafford. I think that's way too high for Dan Gafford. I would rather grab Derek Lively, and I wouldn't even grab Derek Lively that soon. That must be a typo. Mikal Bridges at 69. 70, Drew Holiday. 71, Austin Reeves. 72, CJ McCollum. I am out on CJ McCollum. 73, Zach LaVine. Heck to the no. 74, Devin Vassell. Yes. 75, Brandon Miller. Yes. 76, Brandon Ingram. I like that he's going lower here. 77, Josh Giddey. Maybe. Buddy Hield at 78. Too high. 79, Michael Porter Jr. Maybe. 80, Jalen Duren. Another Jalen. If your name is Jalen, I am drafting you this year. I love that Jalen Duren is, oh my goodness. What your man is, that's tons and tons of value. He is literally a double-double machine. If you've been playing fantasy for a while, think prime Andre Drummond. I'm just saying. At 81, Bradley Beal. I got to see it to believe it. 82, Colin Sexton. That's a little too high. 83, Tyler Hero. Maybe. 84, Tobias Harris. Yes. 85, Terry Rozier. Maybe. Bogdan Bogdanović at 86. 87, Klay Thompson. Let's go. Actually, let's not go. 88, Russell Westbrook. I don't know about that. 89, Amin Thompson. Maybe. 90, Yusuf Nurkic. 91, Trace Jackson Davis. Let's get it right. That's high for Trace Jackson Davis, but I love it. After Trace Jackson Davis at the 91, we have Keegan Murray at the 92. Maybe. 93, Isaiah Hartenstein. Absolutely love it. 94, Brook Lopez might be a little high. Mark Williams, we got to see it. 95. RJ, make him pay. Barrett at 96. Let's get it. 97, Bobby Portis. Nah. 98, Clint Capella. Nah. 99, Jakob Poeltl. Maybe. And rounding out the top 100, Malcolm Brogdon.